My name is Scott Doe, and I'm an additive manufacturing sales engineer for A.W. Miller, and where I represent the products and services of our Miller 3D division. With over 50 years of providing manufacturing solutions, A.W. Miller has become the go-to provider in both additive and subtractive manufacturing solutions. Simply put, we help companies learn the latest technologies to best implement the right solution for them. As an example, I started my career in the late 80s in 2D printing, and where I represented a manufacturing revolution called desktop publishing that completely changed the 2D printing landscape at the time. This is where computers were beginning to provide solutions to produce printing plates that were largely being done manually and by hand. That was very time and labor intensive and consuming. At the time, some companies resisted this revolution, where they did not believe that a computer could replace or even assist the knowledge and experience of a tradesman. Some companies adopted some of this technology in an effort to learn what it meant to them and to their business landscape. Other companies embraced this cutting-edge technology and forged ahead to become the industry leaders. I can now say 25 years later, as I reflect back, the companies that resisted this technology largely are resting in peace. The ones that adopted some of this technology, some made it through and some did not. The companies that embraced this technology went on to become the industry leaders and are largely still in business today. Mind you, this technology did not replace the experience or the knowledge of the tradesmen. Rather, the ones that understood it and embraced it learned that it was the best tool in the toolbox that they'd ever had at the time. Now today, in the year 2020, I'm participating in the same revolution in 3D printing with the introduction of Markforged Composites. Markforged Composites is essentially the ability to print a part that is as strong as aluminum. This is where an office-friendly and affordable Markforged printer produces a part with a build material of onyx, this black material, which is chopped carbon fiber. It's very strong by itself, but then we have the option to reinforce the part internally with continuous strands of fiber. This can be carbon fiber, this can be Kevlar, this can be fiberglass, or even high-strength, high-temp fiberglass. The resulting part is as strong as aluminum and sometimes replaces applications that are currently being done in tool steel. These applications are what I often say, not the sexy part applications, but are applications where companies are spending time, spending money, and spending resources in producing them. They can be things that are inspection fixtures, they can be end-of-arm tooling, they can be grippers, soft jaws, they can be guides, inspection fixtures, welding fixtures, anything that's a strong part. Upon reflection, companies realize that they are spending time, they are spending money on producing these parts and where it can be utilized elsewhere. To take a closer look, I first ask you if your company is producing any of this tooling or strong part fixture type of parts. If the answer is yes, then how much are you producing? Are you producing a little? Are you producing a lot? Or many companies are somewhere in between. The next thing to ask yourself is, how are you currently producing these parts? Are you buying these parts through outside manufacturers, in where you are soliciting quotes and timelines, writing POs, and managing delivery schedules? Or maybe you're manufacturing these parts internally, in where you're utilizing your own production equipment and your own tool rooms. If so, I ask you, how long does it take to produce that? How much of your equipment is that utilizing? How much of your talent is it utilizing? And can that equipment and talent be utilized in more productive ways? Finally, the ultimate question to ask yourself is, if there was an alternative to producing these strong parts, would it be worth investigating further? If there was a cheaper, faster, lighter, more efficient way of producing them, wouldn't it make sense to take a closer look at Markforged Composites? I love this technology. I love getting it in the hands of manufacturers and seeing the light bulbs go off. If any of this resonates with you, please contact me per below and let me understand your particular manufacturing processes and help you learn what further options you may have available for you. Thank you for your time today, and I hope to connect with you again soon.